my...
You're on a roll. We're good. We're good. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay. So everybody, please excuse the random ejecting sound, okay? Go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm joined with falafel kimchi. Yay!
So what's your favorite Korean food?
Korean food?
Yeah, things that like the limit. I know the limitations, but I mean, you're limited to how much types of food you can eat.
Let me get the name up. I can't remember the name. The name is, it's in Korean. It's Chokomi Bokum. Chokomi Bokum.
Is it a soup? Is it a...
It's a squid dish. It's like squid, like spicy squid. It's very, very spicy. That's the spiciest I can handle. Seafood and squid. Oh, not even squid. It's like little tiny octopuses. You know, the tiny octopus, like that, on a stove in front of you, and then you eat it with you know, the leaf and then the kimchi and everything and the rice. You put it on. So good. And then after they'll have like rice with seaweed, you know, and on the stove, and this with the sauce. Oh, that's delicious. It's like right next to my house, but I have to go with people because it's like a dish for a few people, of course. But that's my favorite.
I've had that dish before. I think I'm pretty sure it's just like it's just squid, right?
Yeah, spicy squid or seafood.
But very spicy.
Yeah, very, very red sauce. Yeah.
With the red sauce, right? My dad usually separates it, and then you just dip it and eat it like that.
Okay. Yeah. So how is it being a Korean Muslim then? What's like? Obviously, you said it as like a revert, but like Korean.
Oh, weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. It's definitely strange. It's not common. It's becoming more common nowadays. It's kind of frustrating sometimes because you always have to explain yourself, you know, and you always have to make this, you know, long-winded explain, and not too much long. Just how are you Korean?
Explain yourself.
Yeah, you gotta keep explaining yourself. How are you Muslim? I converted. Oh, why then it goes to why did you convert? And like, why are Koreans? You know, like, are there Korean Muslims? You're the first Korean Muslim I've ever met. Yeah. And it's it gets annoying. Explain your existence. And but for the most part, it is becoming more and more. It's like more and more people are accepting of who you are nowadays than it was before. Yeah. I think that has to do with largely because of social media. But when I first started, some of the reactions, you would be shocked of what type of reactions I would get, you know?
What kind? Tell us.
I remember this one kid, he yelled, like, in shock, like, what? Like, just like hysteric. I'm like, calm down, dude, you know? And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like Indonesia, it's an Asian country, they're the largest Muslim population, and he was just like mind effed in a different way, and it's just he couldn't grasp it, you know? Yeah, those type of reactions. And then also I'd get like, why
like,
you know,
it's something so bad.
Yeah, I get like, my God is better than your God. And yeah, I'd get some like weird reactions. Some of the reactions are like, now it's like, okay, cool, you know? But before it was so like, huh? You know, it's like as if it made them uncomfortable. They didn't know how to react.
It's like as if your religion makes an impact on them, and it really doesn't.
Yeah, now it's pretty calm. Alhamdulillah. Now it's like, it's cool to be Muslim. That's what I found on TikTok. And
oh yeah, let's go into your TikTok. Like, what made you start that? How? Why? Where? Like, because that's where I found you.
To be honest, I think it was like an outlet of stress. Like, I just wanted to let it out, you know. But what happened was, I did have a TikTok account. I knew it was going to be big, so I was like, you know what, let me just see how it works. And so I was just practicing posting and all these things, but I never posted like the Arabic stuff or Mind F stuff. And then one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post some Arabic stuff, let's do it. And I posted like 7 TikToks that day, and one of them was the one that first it went viral. So what happened was I went to an Arabic, more like an Arab supermarket, and I was just speaking Arabic to the dude. That's pretty much what it was, and it blew up from there. So like when I woke up and I saw it went viral, I knew immediately I had to follow up, keep posting live, another one, another banger, and then it just took off, and now I'm here today.
So when did you start? Like what month was it? Because it's been less than a year, or been a year officially?
Yeah, it's well, I would say that March 1st was the date of the viral video. It was March 1st of 2020.
Yeah, I don't know when I found you, but I found you when you only had like a few hundred followers on Instagram. And
yeah, you were one of my day ones.
Yeah, day one.
You're my day ones, so
homies for life here. Yeah, I think because I saw your videos and I shared it with some of my friends, and they were like, "Wow, that's so cool!" And then I just saw that you got like a lot bigger and bigger from there, and I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." Because again, I'd never heard of Korean Muslims other than like people in Korea. Like I never heard of Korean Muslims.
When I started getting into it, I started seeing more and more Korean Muslims on TikTok that speak Arabic, or Koreans that speak Arabic, and then Korean Muslims as well. And then I'm like, it was funny to me because before I was like the anomaly. But I seen this one guy. He was half Vietnamese, half Korean, born in Saudi, raised in Jordan. Now he lives in Dubai. Wow. But he speaks. He's like the GOAT. Like he's the original one. So he was born and raised there. Speaks fluent Arabic. He thinks in Arabic, right? So he went to university there. Everything. So his Arabic is phenomenal. And I saw his videos like early on when I first became Muslim. Some Saudi brother, he showed me one of his videos, and I was like, whoa, like it's awesome to see, someone like me, or that kind of looks like me, speak Arabic. And at that time I didn't really know how to speak Arabic. I knew like some phrases here and there. And then now when I'm on TikTok, I see a lot. But yeah, it's good. It's good to see more and more. I'm happy that a lot of them are doing well. I've been one of the like OGs, I guess. It's been a while. I mean, these guys are like really young, fairly young.
I just checked my DMs. I messaged you 26th of March is when I followed you. So really, literally,
it was like after the month. It was literally like a month after that video. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how it all started, and
it's great to see that you've grown, mashallah. Like you've got so many followers. How many on TikTok? How many followers do you have?
We're right now on 330,000, 330K. 330K. Insta's about at 68,000. I believe 68,000 or something. Yeah, 68,000. And we're on track to get more. But sometimes I just try not to get too lost in the follower count. It is about the numbers, but it's not always. You want to have quality followers as well, right? You want to have like super fans. You don't want to have these bot followers that don't really add to your account, right?
And if you've got genuine followers, they can help you grow, and they just tell you what they want from you, and then you can do that as well, which is great.
Alhamdulillah for everything.
So wanting to go back to the Korean identity and Muslim identity, what about your identity politics? Because that can play a big role.
I hate identity politics.
Right?
Yeah, I don't like identity politics. I mean, like, obviously I am Korean. I'm proud to be Korean. I mean, ethnically I am Korean. I don't think, like, I'm not one of those guys where they think they think they're another race, I identify as a Korean, yes, for sure. I usually explain it like this: like ethnically, I'm Korean. Like nationally, I'm Canadian, but culturally, I'm a mix of all. Like a mix of Muslim culture, Arabi culture, and a little bit of Korean, and then Canadian culture. So yeah, like if you take someone, like you definitely are a representative of your environment. Like if you take someone and you put them in that environment,
yeah, of course,
they're right. So like this is genuinely who I am. I know who I am, and and again, I don't like people when they say, oh, you're from this race, you're from this, you're from this, so therefore you're in this box and you should do XYZ and you should like these things. We're not, we're not living in the Stone Ages. And even then, like even back in the day, like people moved around, people migrated, they settled in a different area, different areas of their origin. They've married amongst the people, and then their kids speak a different language. So it's like, where do you draw the line if people keep saying, well, you're not really like, you're not Arab, you're Korean, and like where do you draw the line?
Okay, thank you so much for joining me, Haroon, and sharing your story. And hopefully we'll see you again, maybe for another video.
Appreciate it. Yes, I'm excited to do another video. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much. So aside from the technical difficulties that we're having,
it's silent now. It's silent now. But yeah, it's been great. I'll link Haroon's socials all in the description box below, so check him out there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.